Okay, lads, so this is another exam question. I think it was 2015. Have a look. Very simple, isn't it? Part A, all you're doing is just filling in the parts for A, B and C. So if you just want to pause this for a minute and try to fill it in yourself, then press play and you'll see the values all being put in, okay? Right, so if you pause it right now and then, because I'm about to put the work in. Right, so what I always do is start in the centre, see what's in the centre. What's in the centre, I've got a 5 there, 5 there, and I've got a 5 there. Don't think there's anything else to go in, so I'm going to put a 5 right in here. Then I'm going to look to see is there anything else that A and B, I always start in the centre and always work your way out from there. If I'm going to go into green, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, that's all that's in common there. So we're going to go 2 and 3 here. And then 1 is in common to A and C. Just to show you. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 in here. That leaves me with 6 and 7 in A. And 4 is in common to B and C. Again, just to show you with a colour. So I'm going to put 4 in here. That leaves me with 8 and 9 in B. And I'm left with 10 for C. Okay, so there, first of all, there's your Venn diagram. I thought I might see the marks for it that year. Okay, anyway, here we go. List the elements of each of the following sets. Oh yeah, here we go. AUB, that means AUB means A and B. Now that's very important that you know that going into the exams. AUB, remember, as if I was pretending that these were like up at the top, they were like little hands. Now, I can't draw them for all the world. But remember, I was saying it's like A, it's holding A and B together. They are together in this. So we're going to go all the numbers in A and B. And all the numbers in A and B are as follows. A and B. It doesn't have to be a numerical order or anything like that. You know, once you have just everything in A and B. A/C means A, not C. Have a look. A, not C. What numbers do you think you'd be writing in there? A, not C is 2, 3, 6, 7. And then this one, if you can read it. So they're asking you, first of all, to write down A, then this means and. So write down A first of all. 1, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5. And then it also said B intersection C. What B and C have in common. Remember the N for intersection, that N yoke? That means in common. N common. So B and C, so we're talking 4. Okay, so in this part, lads, you're being asked, this is your question, to complete the following identity. So what I would recommend to you is that you would actually draw out the set again and highlight what they're talking about. So I just put it here beside it so it'll be easier to see. Listing the elements of A and where B and C overlap. So the elements of A are 1, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, and where B and C overlap is 4. So that's that part. Now, they're basically saying, can you have the same, like, I want the same elements now, but I'm going to use a different language in sets, but I want the same elements to be present because there's an equal sign. So see the equals down here. So this is the next part. They want us to complete it for AUB and something. Okay. AUB, where A and B have in common with something else. So I'm just going to change this now. This time we're going to say AUB are in common with something else. If I'm talking about A and B, if I can see if I can remove the pink. Yes, there. Do it again. Brilliant. If I'm talking about AUB, you know the two circles we need to highlight. But where AUB is in common with okay, so lads, if we look at AUB, this is the second part of it, of the identity. So AUB, then I'm just going to quote in green. This is all AUB. Now let's just look at the numbers. We see it's where AUB have in common with something else. Now let's just look at what we have so far. It was AUB and C, and we had previously seen just in the last couple of seconds that them elements were 1, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, 4. So that means I can't include 8 and 9 because the elements on the left hand side must equal the elements on the right hand side. So I am going to remove the green around the 8 and the 9. So all I want is this part. I just want to talk about this part. I don't want to involve the 8 and the 9 or the 10, to be honest. So the only way I could write something like in the brackets there correctly would be where A, for the elements of A and the elements of C. Okay, let's just see AUB. As we know, AUB was 1, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9. Now let's forget about the intersection, the overlap, what's in common at the moment. AUC 1, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, 4, 10. Now it's what they have in common. Look, they've got 1, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5. And have they got 4 as well? They do 4 there. So there's 4 there as well. 1, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, 4. I don't want to include C where it says 10. I don't want to include the elements only in B, 8, 9, because it would not make the sets equal. And if that is the case, it has to be, if it's in common, what A and B have in common with AUC. So then I can remove this and I can remove that, and my answer here is AUC. AUC. Lads, finally, this is the last sets question I'm going to look at. So if you want to pause the video, please, and have a read. It's a past exam question. Okay, so first of all, we're going to write down beside it 36 WhatsApp, 40 Instagram, 54 Snapchat. Now, ex-students have WhatsApp and Snapchat, but not Instagram. So I always go, first of all, I'll zone in on the X's or anything I can get rid of, I can fill in straight away. And I always say, work from the inside out. So X have WhatsApp and Snapchat, but not Instagram. Well, this is going to be here because it's WhatsApp and Snapchat. It's not Instagram. If I put the X here, lads, I'm talking about the 3 of them. Okay, so it's not going to be there. So if that part done, grand. I'll just give that a little tick to for myself. 24 students have Instagram and Snapchat. Okay, so 24 students have Instagram and Snapchat. I'm going to show you here if I highlight. This is Instagram and Snapchat. 24 of them. Okay, all together. Just take that away like that. Just doing it like a smaller one. Let's just check out. 8 students have all 3 apps. Now, the only reason that I'm not putting in 24, by the way, is because 24 goes in this entire circle here, right? So I have to break that down a bit. So I'll just take that down. I can't just put 24 because I have two separate circles there in the green that I need to sort out. So I just can't fill it in yet. But I see that I've got 8 students have all 3 apps. So that's brilliant. That means all 3 apps is in the center. I can put in 8 here. So if I now know 8 is here, I know that 24 is the entire section there in green because 24 students have Instagram and Snapchat. But therefore 8 of them have all 3 apps. So to get in here, 24 take away 8 will give you 16. So 16 have Instagram and Snapchat. Okay, and then after that, then we're told that 14 students have WhatsApp and Instagram. I'll put that in a different color. So 14 students have WhatsApp and Instagram. 14 students will be all in here, okay, including the 8. But the thing is, 8 of them are already gone in, aren't they? Because we put 8 there in the center. So to get the remaining part, 14 take away 8 equals 6. So you have 14 students. 8 of them have WhatsApp, Instagram, and Snapchat out of the 14 of them. So 6 only have WhatsApp and Instagram only, if you get me. Right, the final part then, to put in the remainder, I have 36 have WhatsApp. So all I do then is I need to subtract from 36 the 6 and the 8 so I can identify how many have WhatsApp only. And 36 take away 14, the 6 and the 8, gives me 22. And I'm subtracting x, aren't I? Because I don't know what x is, but I'm subtracting it. If I could take it away, I would, but I can't because I don't know what the letter is. So I'm just saying take away 8. For the Instagram, I've got 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 16 is 30. So I take away them 3 from 40, which is here, and I get 10 left. 10 of Instagram only. And the same for Snapchat. Again, I have 54 in total. 8 plus 16 is 24. 24 take away 54 is 30. And I also, I'd love to take away that x, but I can't. So I just have to say take away x. If I knew what it was, I'd take that off as well. So that's it. That's the first part, filling in the information. And the final part, there are 80 students in total in 6th year in school. Find the value of x in total in the 6th year in school. So what I'm going to do, lads, is I'm going to write down all of these numbers in the 3 circles, and I'm going to, including the x's, and I'm going to let it equals to 80 and then solve for x. Okay, so I've written them all down. Now I'm going to just add all my numbers on the left hand side. Okay, so 22 plus 8 plus 6 plus 10 plus 16 plus 30. Just checking again, 22 plus 8 plus 6 plus 10 plus 16 plus 30. And you get 92. Now minus x plus x cancel. Where that's gone? Sorry. Minus x plus x cancels there. And then I'm left with a minus x, don't I? Because like minus 1 plus 1 is gone. Equals 80. Minus x equals 80 take away 92. Minus x, oh by the way lads, because that's plus 92, when you bring it over the equal sign it becomes minus 92 and you get minus 12. Don't like the look of that. I'm solving for x. So what I'm going to do is just switch positions. I'll bring over the minus x, it becomes plus x. I'll bring over the minus 12 and it becomes a plus 12. X is 12. So this means that the value of x is that there are 12 students that would have WhatsApp and Snapchat only, let's say, if you want to say that. And you could use that then sometimes as an exam question will go on, and they will ask you to find the value, you know, to fill in the diagram after finding out the value of x. That would be very simple. So you'd be saying 22 minus 12, which is 10. 10 have WhatsApp only. 30 minus 12 is 18. 18 will have Snapchat only. But in this case, they're just asking us to find the value of x. And that's it.